Hello students and welcome back to our Spot That English Error video series. In this 26th video, we're going to cover a hotel notice or kind of a reception sign, you could say, that you may run into. In this case, it's bilingual in Spanish and in English, but we're going to cover the English translation here for this hotel. And this is a real notice. I saw it myself. I'm not going to say which hotel or where it was, but we're going to go through it and fix the errors. Before we do that, I encourage you to hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Subscribe to our English from A to Z YouTube channel if you enjoy our Spot That English Error video series or any of our other video series, from learning English grammar to learning the English alphabet or just analyzing the English language. So my name is Ben with English from A to Z, and let's get started. So let's dive in. So we have some Spanish here. I'm going to skip this part as well, but we're going to focus on kind of looking at the English phrasing here. So we'll start with this line here, which has breakfast in front the swimming pool from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Okay, so one thing we want to do is we want to put a period here. We always want to, even in a notice, we want to let the folks know who are reading this that we do encourage proper grammar, whether it's a comma, period, a semicolon, etc. So hopefully, if you want to pause the video, please do so. But there's a key error here that I won't give away quite yet, but I want you to write down at home what you think this error would be, and what kind of error in terms of grammar. Okay, so we actually have two errors here, I should mention. One is a verb error, and one is a preposition. So we're missing the verb, and the verb here is, and I'm gonna let's add some text here. So I'm not gonna put it right in, but we're gonna put it right below. So breakfast is in front, and I'm gonna use one of my squiggly lines here to indicate where it should go. So breakfast is in front, and then we're missing a preposition here. All right, so the preposition, hopefully you guessed that at home. You might have noticed it when I read it out loud, but is in front of the swimming pool from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So we got preposition here to, we got another preposition from, but we're missing of. So that's our addition here. So that's our error, or errors, I mean, that we're fixing. And the verb to be, in this case, it's singular. Breakfast is singular as the subject of this sentence. We're going to put, I'll add a text here to the side. Oh, excuse me. Let me put this below. So, we should know to be singular form, would be is. So that is the thing I want to put in our notes. Let's continue. Checkout time, 12 p.m. Okay, so what are we missing here? We understand what they mean, but we're missing something quite right between checkout time, 12 p.m. Checkout time is 12 p.m., right? So we need to add another is. The verb to be is very important, and sometimes it's missing. So we really need to make sure that we have it between checkout time and then 12 p.m. So that is another error that we're fixing. Checkout time is 12 p.m. If you want to really get into the nitty-gritty of making it grammatically correct, when we start off a sentence, we want to have the word the, right? The is the most used word in the English language, in my view. I think I read it somewhere, not 100% sure. But the needs to go here. The checkout time is 12 p.m. And then what are we missing? Before I dive in, what punctuation are we missing? All right, if you said period at home, or if you wrote down the period, yes, we really want to emphasize the period. The checkout time is 12 p.m., period. So we have our errors. So we wanted to make sure the is at the beginning of the sentence. We want to use the verb to be in its correct form is. So the checkout time is 12 p.m. We're good to go with the period. Next sentence, please leave the key room on the reception always. Excuse me. Please always, or oh, how would we change it here? Always should not go at the end of the sentence. I could cross it out. Maybe I'll just put a dash here. We don't want to put always there. All right, so maybe we leave always out. Please always, or always. My thinking is I don't want to get rid of always entirely, but what I would do here, folks, watching at home, is I would put always at between please and leave. So please always. Let me get my pointer here. Please always leave. I'll try to point there, but please always leave the key room on the reception. On the reception does not make any sense. Like, we get it on the reception, but on the reception desk, right? So we want to add desk. You could say reception table, but usually at a hotel, you could put desk. And if you really want to, you add the exclamation point here as well. So always we move it to here. Let me see if I can. No, I won't do a dash there, but you know what I mean. Please always leave the key room. And this is another thing. This is where another preposition comes in. Key from your room or from the room. So there's two options. We could say from the room or from your room. All right, so I'm going to leave a text here, a text changed here, and let's see if I can fit it in with within the rest of the sentence. I'm going to leave it above. All right, so it's getting a little messy here. Okay, great. So please leave the key from the room or from your room. So we want to be clear here in that it's not the key room, it's the key from your room or from the room. All right? So, I'm sorry. This is being a little tricky here. So we have a little thing in between key and room, little indicator. Please always leave the key from your room or from the room. So from should go after key. Let me move it down a bit. Sorry, guys. Please leave the key from your room on the reception desk. All right, so all told, it should look like please always leave the key from your room on the reception desk or from the room on the reception desk. You could also put hotel room, but I don't want to make it any longer. But once again, please always comes to the front of the sentence after please. Please always leave the key from, I'm going to say it again, the or your room, from or the your room. I'm going to move this up. From the room or from your room on the reception desk. Okay, so I know that's a lot. We got a lot of errors here, but we're fixing them together, so I'm proud of you all. Next sentence. The lights on the pool and around hotel is off at 9:45 p.m. The pool and restaurant area can't use after that time. All right, no, not too bad. But again, the lights on the pool, that's good. But what are we missing? We're missing the. So we need another the here. So we always want to make it equal. The pool and around the hotel. So hotel is missing a the there. So I'm going to add, for you folks at home, around the hotel is off at 9:45 p.m. Very good. And then a comma. The lights on the pool and around the hotel. But one thing I forgot, and I'm gonna have to cross it out here. It's not is. We want to get rid of is. All right. So I'm kind of crossing out is. All right. Are off because we're talking about lights. So lights is plural, right, guys? So lights. The lights on the pool and around the hotel are off. You could say should be off, but let's just say are off to make it clear this is a notice for everyone. So I need to add a little bit more text here, a text change. So instead of is off, we want to put are off, okay? So that's a change that also needs to be made at 9:45 p.m. Good. Comma, the pool and the restaurant area, right? So if we're having the pool as a subject and the restaurant area, or the restaurant, in this case we'll just say the restaurant area because it's a general area around the restaurant. The restaurant area can't use after that time. Okay, so there's an issue here. Can't use. That's not correct because can't use we're missing the verb to be, right, guys? We're missing the verb to be. Okay? So I want to make that clear. The verb to be is a big part of what we're doing here in this Spot That English Error video. So can't be used. Okay, we can't say can't be used. The past tense has to be used with the verb to be. The restaurant area can't be used after that time because we're referring about a time that happened, right? 9:45, after 9:45, can't be used after that time. So I'm going to add another text. So we're in this error, we're basically missing the verb to be inserted after that time, after 9:45 p.m. Can't be used. Okay, can't use. I'll leave it underlined, but the main change I want you guys to be aware of is can't be used after that time. All right, so that's two errors that we had to fix there. And remember, the and prepositions got to be correct. All right, remember, the is important at the beginning of a sentence and before a place, person, thing, or object. And then no smoke inside the hotel. All right, so I get what they're saying, but this is not correct. It needs to be no smoking, right, guys? So no smoking, no smoke. People will understand, but we want to make sure we say no smoking inside the hotel. And for fun, we'll have a little fun with this. I will make this a exclamation point. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. So an exclamation point. No smoking inside the hotel. All right. So that is kind of being very firm. It's all in caps. Instead of smoking, maybe I'll just leave it in the video as all caps. No smoking inside the hotel. Very serious. So let me read it out loud for you guys. I know I'm getting pretty long into the video, but I want to read all our changes out loud. Okay, in English, breakfast is in front of the swimming pool from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m., period. The checkout time is 12 p.m., period. Please always leave the key from the room or from your room on the reception desk. The lights on the pool and around the hotel are off at 9:45 p.m. The pool and the restaurant area can't be used after that time. No smoking inside the hotel. It looks a lot better. All right, and I don't fault the hotel for this, but this is our kind of like our English for hospitality course. You want to make sure when you're writing to people whose English may not be their first language, even when it is their first language, they want to understand important notices like no smoking, about the lights around the pool being off, the key on the reception, from the reception desk, where does that go after you check out, the time of checkout, and where breakfast is. These are all important notices. And this is a real picture I took. This is a real notice. And I don't fault the hotel. Maybe their English speakers are not, obviously they may need to learn and improve their English writing. And that's what my business, English from A to Z, is here for. So thanks again so much for watching. I really enjoy. This is probably my favorite kind of English video to do on Spot That English Error. This is our 26th video again in our series. Please check out our website, and to subscribe to a membership, we have membership and course subscriptions. Go to our website, www.englishfrom-a-to-z.com/subscribe. And then like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Feel free to check out our group classes, online courses, and private lessons too. And my name is Ben with English from A to Z. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again soon for another Spot That English Error video. Take care now. Bye-bye.